Hi everybody, welcome back to ML's Plans. It's ML here, and I'm going to do a bullet journal spread with you today. I feel like I haven't done a bullet journal spread for my channel in forever. I've just been like journaling in here. So I, as you can see, have a ton of book covers printed out. Well, not a ton, a handful. And these are my favorite books of 2022 that I read. Let's see. So I printed these out. I use Goodreads to track my reading, and I went through and just reflected on everything I've read this year. And these are the books that stood out to me that I wanted to put down in my planner or my journal to just kind of have as a memory. So I'm going to magically cut all of these out and be right back. I'm back. I cut out all of the books, and I also pulled some stickers that I wanted to use to help decorate this. So overall, I picked 10 books out of the 41 I read this year, and I kind of clumped them into categories. So on the right over here is Ninth House, The X-Hex, These Witches Don't Burn, and Serpent and Dove. And they're all kind of about witches or mythical beings, I would say. My Money, My Way was the only like self-help book that I chose. Jurassic Park, Home Before Dark were both like spooky, suspenseful. And then The Hawthorne Legacy, The Love Hypothesis, and Absolutely Remarkable Thing were just kind of like fiction. The Hawthorne Legacy had a ton of like mystery in it, and An Absolutely Remarkable Thing also just had like a lot of mystery, but I kind of clumped them together. So I think I'm just gonna go in and decorate these. Let's see. So like I said, I read a ton this year. I don't think I'm going to write anything. I think I'm just gonna decorate. And I just pulled stickers that reminded me of each of the books. So My Money, My Way by Kumiko Love is all about budgeting. And I think it really helped me learn a lot about budgeting this year, and I really enjoyed it. And then I read Jurassic Park. It's obviously not a new book, but I had never read it before. And I kind of want to put this like up here. I really enjoyed it. I don't remember how many stars I ended up giving it. I was really into the first half of the book, and then it slowly started to feel like, oh, they're still running away from dinosaurs. But the first couple of chapters, I was like enthralled. And I think this is just like a classic book that I had never read before, and I really liked it. Home Before Dark is definitely a scary thriller. How am I gonna do this? It was definitely spooky, had some, what is it called? Scary elements to it. And I like Riley Sager. I know he's not everyone's favorite author, but I like his books. Okay. Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I think this was technically the first book I read. No, The X-Hex was. But the Ninth House was just like totally a mind. What am I trying to say? Ninth House sucked me in. I wasn't sure what was happening at certain points. I know there's a second book coming out, and I feel like I need to reread the first one because it had a lot going on. It's essentially about a, like college secret society, and the main character plays a role in understanding and keeping the secret society at, God, see, I need to reread it. She helps keep the secret society controlled, essentially. And there's a lot into it. But it was really fun. And I'm excited for book number 2. I think it comes out like early in January. And then the X-Hex was like a light, fun novel, romance novel, essentially. There's another one of those as well. I think it's The Kiss Curse. And I have it. I need to read it. The Hawthorne Legacy is the second book of the Inheritance games, and I really like the second book out of all of them. I tend to like sequels, like the second Hunger Games is the best. Book and movie wise, the second Hawthorne Legacy. I like Twitches 2 more than the original Twitches. Like, I like a sequel, unpopular opinion. In this one, an absolutely remarkable thing was the first of this series. So I did read the sequel, but I liked this one a lot more. See, I knew I was gonna run into a space issue, and here we are. I don't really want to cut off the author's name, but I'm gonna have to. Serpent and Dove was another witch book that I enjoyed. Do I want to put that there? I don't know. I mean, yeah. So Serpent and Dove is the first one. I really liked Blood and Honey too. But I picked this one because I think it really just got at all the aspects of what the series was about. And then These Witches Don't Burn was about witches, obviously. And I really enjoyed it. I need to read the second one. Haven't been able to just yet. I'm gonna trim this down a little bit. See if I can fit it. I would definitely say this was a big year of reading witch books. I usually read a lot more nonfiction, particularly about like mental health, and I really didn't this year. I was looking back on all the books. I read What Happened to You by Oprah, and I think the doctor's name was Perry, something Perry. That one was good. It wasn't like the best self-help mental health book I've ever read, but it was interesting. And I honestly can't remember any other nonfiction I read this year. I was too busy reading about witches and romance, I guess. Trimming this down a little too. I have no idea where it's gonna go. I think I'm gonna move this snake. Put this like here. Put the snake here. I really overdid it with the amount of stickers I grabbed. Okay, so I trimmed around the edges, and I want to go in and just like decorate in some of the blank spaces. I grabbed Fun Brights because there's a lot of icons in here, and quotes and all of those things. So I'm just gonna decorate a little more. I'm not gonna think too much about what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, I think that looks so fun. Like I said, I'm not gonna do any notes or star rating. I have all of that in my Goodreads app. And these are just books that stood out to me, whether it was just because I really liked them or it was like reading a classic like Jurassic Park. And I wanted to just have something to look back on throughout the rest of the year in 2023. I don't think this is gonna fit. What if I trimmed it? That's fun. So it's just a little collage, nothing too stressful. I didn't feel anything but fun doing this. So if you're a reader or if there's like certain music you want to highlight or podcasts, I would encourage you to try this out. Just print out the cover art of whatever it is and either print it on sticker paper, that's what I did here, or print it out on regular paper and glue it in and just make a collage. No planning necessary. So thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I hope you take care. Bye.